Hello Gemini, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Gemini, this is going to be your theme of 2025. Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Gemini, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, for being here. Donations that you've made to the channel, personal reads that have booked, those that are channel members. All of those things are open and available. The information is in the description box below, as well as the about section of the page. Gemini, these readings are kind of short. Look, 2025 is a big year. There's a lot going on, but I wanted to at least touch upon something that may be a repeating pattern, theme, something you need to be aware of, because there are things, right? There's always a thing. We look back over 2024, it's like, holy smokes, what about this? What about that? So it's like, let's get something here from Spirit in your awareness, so you know what you're looking at for the new year here. So happy new year to all of you. I hope that you're doing well and fantastic. I hope you have a healthy, happy, safe new year out there. Okay, so all right, Gemini, let's get an overall theme of 2025 Spirit for the Gemini collective. It's a repeat pattern here, Gemini. I've said it. I said it last year. I'm going to say it again this year. I've said it already a bunch of times. The zodiacal new year is really going to be when it pops off. That's when shit is really going to happen. Okay? Beauty and the High Priestess Spirit. I do think that you're evolving more so spiritually. The challenge right now, Spirit is saying, is to be honest with yourself about what you want. Because it's like, once you decide what you want wants you. Okay? So it's like, it's Spirit's trapped. You could be kind of ruminating over your thoughts. You could be having detailed dreams and visions of manifestation that will take place by June specifically. It's almost like you're trying to find your inner compass, Spirit is saying, throughout 2025. It's like you're finding where you've been misdirected. Conclusions. There's that 3. You've got 2 3s out here. I'm telling you, March is going to be a big time frame for you. 25 meditation, listening to that deeper inner voice, that inner calling for you, Gemini, is going to be very important. I feel like from one, okay, so Spirit's saying from 1 to 2 months. So you could see, again, that time frame. I cannot get away from that time frame. A chapter may look positive, but it's going to be short-lived. 311 could be a significant number for you as well. You're like, oh, well, this wasn't too bad. It might be all right. It's going to switch up pretty quickly. I don't think, actually, Gemini, for a change, and I don't mean this in a negative way, like your duality, right? I don't think that you are going to be the one that makes that change. Spirit's saying it could feel like somebody's coming out of left field and just something to do with money here. Mystery. I'm hearing Bon Jovi? Shot to the heart and you're too late. You give love a bad name. I think that was Bon Jovi, right? 4s and 10s. This is going to have to do with your foundations. This is going to have to do with money, resources. 8th house. Figure out where your 8th and your 2nd house is too in your chart. I'm hearing not all that glitters is gold. Something is going to be passed by. Let's see what else this is about. Let's see. Well, that was quick. Passions, 5th house. You're going to pick yourself above all else this year, Gemini. For 1st, 2nd, 5th, and 8th house are going to be very, very important for you. Those parts of your life are going to be significantly illuminated. You have 3 3s here. Answered prayers, protections in place for you from the other side, spirit guides, holding your hand. Some of you could be getting involved in some creative endeavors, specifically artwork. It's also, you know, some of you could be making things that are like coming to life. So I don't know what that means with all of the technology out there. Some of you could really be into some really cool techie stuff that changes a lot of neat things for you. But whatever you've been manifesting is coming to life. Whatever you've been working on is coming to life. But not before the unseen, spirit is saying, shows itself. And there's been a lot of this mystery sense around things. Like I can't shake today in all the readings that I've done that there is something in the background that is coming to light, and there's no getting away from it. But also know that this moment is also going to bring in a deeper awareness, because there's certain things, as we say, that cannot go with you. And Gemini, I think this first 3 months, and Spirit calling it the last 3 months of the year, the zodiacal year, are going to be very foretelling as to how much your life is about to change. So 2025 theme for Gemini, Four of Swords, you're going to be able to heal from this. Again, that Pentacles energy, having to do with money. I'm going to tell you, Gemini, you may feel, I'm going to say that this is going to be a first quarter reading. Honest to goodness. 10 of Swords at the bottom. There you are. Is this, yeah. That was 3 of Swords. I was like, is this coming? Is this pain that's happening, this backstabbing? Is this coming from Gemini? No, it's not. You're going to feel for a little while, Gemini, like you're healing a particular situation with somebody or something, all the while to find out it's been an attack for them to hold control. All the while they're saying X, Y, and Z, they've been backstabbing you. This is somebody who thinks that they've got the emotional control and power, but they don't. They're very reckless, very careless. It's like they've never grown up emotionally. So it doesn't even matter how old you are. Like, they've not grown up. You know, they're reckless with their emotions. So it's like, you know, when you go out with somebody and you're 3 dates in and they're like, oh, I love you. Already? Oh, no, I mean it. I really do. And they just keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny until they've beaten you so much with it you begin to believe it. And then they fuck up big time. That wasn't love. Or they get what they want. That wasn't love, right? But it's like Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Gemini. This is good. In the Magician, you are powerfully manifesting, and understand that part of this pain, this pattern, Ace of Cups too. Get the hell out of here. You've got 3 out of 4 aces out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. 3 aces out of 8 cards. Spirit is asking you to be patient during this time, because this upset is going to lead to a sense of victory for you. That you are able, it's almost like somebody doing something gives you the ability to pass it by, pass it by, so that you can enter a new stage. Somebody here doesn't want to let go of you. 6 of Swords, like they're like, well, here, I'll just come along. You know, it's like finding a stray cat on your way home. Like, the last thing you need is a cat, but that cat follows you home. But this one here, this cat can't be trusted. This isn't the first time they've done this thing, whatever this thing is. So you need to be aware of that. Let's see, I was asking about this person specifically. The Tower and the Page of Pentacles. You know, could be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra. Some Gemini energy of you there as well. Aries too. Scorpio energy. This Tower, though, I don't think represents a sign. I think that this is just this person who has oppressed their ability to grow. Everything is likely tied to money matters. Does it hold tangible value to this person? Because if it does, if you hold tangible value somehow to this person, then you're a great resource. And there's too much conflict. There's a clash of what you want versus what they want around the situation, and it's a fight for control. It's like, who's going to manage? Who's going to lead? It's almost like you don't listen to their authority, Gemini. Like, you're learning to be the authoritative power over your own life. You're learning to have a say. You're learning to be boldly you and to be assertive in 2025. You may engage with some of the disputes, because it's like you might not say something for a while, and all of a sudden you're like, you have your moment, right? Not saying that that's the best thing to do, right? Of course not. But it's like, if we're going to blow this up, we're going to blow it up, and we're going to be done with it. We're going to do what we need to do for the sake of a higher calling. I'll say what I have to say. You know, it's almost like every man for himself in a particular situation. What is this? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Cups. The Hierophant. This is amazing, Gemini, for you, right? Learning to hold yourself up high. This is ending. It's like, you know, when we see people a certain way, as an example, we want to see, there's the Ace of Wands again. I love it. With the Magician, again, separate deck of cards. Gemini, there you are. We want to see people like the role, like, I don't know, if it's a husband or a spouse, a mom, a dad, like, we want to see them in that role of what we need them to be. And you may have had this idea of what this person or people, 1212 on the clock, 33 again, looked like in your life. And now you're like, I can't hold that anymore. I can't hold that anymore. I know what is safe, what is secure. And it's funny that I'm finding this feeling of safety and security in this Four of Pentacles, because that's usually we need to let go, right? We're holding on to something. And I think that by way of some sort of review here, by way of actions of someone else, Gemini, you are breaking free from this. Like, you wanted to believe, call it a sense of denial. I want to believe that this is going to be okay, or this is how this is going to work out, or I see some kind of good in this situation, all to find out you can't make them be better. You can't make them want more. It's always been about something tangible tied to situations, and this year is you weeding out these types of people from your life. If it's not love, I don't need your money. It's that whole kind of vibe, okay? So expect this to be a little bit of a repeat theme. As I say that, there's reminiscing, right? The past, learning from the past, I should say. So this could come up again, right? You could, you know, they say it, new devil, different face. Or same devil, different face, sorry. Same devil, different face. This could be your test this year, right? Charmed or used, enabled boundaries, and learning to be okay within yourself. There's the clarity, truth ascending. Gemini, if you run the right course and you take the test and you pass with flying colors, you're prepping for more honest and authentic people to spend your time with, to work with, to play with, to love with, to laugh with. This is about you stepping into your creative self and accepting you for exactly who you are, despite the opinions and pointing of fingers Spirit is saying of others. It doesn't matter anymore. But I do think that your honest heart is wanting to believe that it could be better than it is, or better than it's been perceived to be in some ways, and you trying to get there. But Spirit's saying you can't get blood from a rock. You're dealing with people's hearts that are hardened and they're not willing to open up. Okay? So it's like check in with yourself on this instead. All right. Advice for Gemini. You're going to be making, yeah, look, it's like you're going to know where to invest and not invest. Wherever, it's almost like if somebody has said to you in the past, like, example, let's go out for dinner. You're like, yes, it's a Friday night. We're going to go out and get dinner. This is awesome. And then they stand you up. So the next time, that time maybe you didn't ask for details. You're like, sure, okay, great. So the next time you go and someone says, hey, you want to go to dinner? You're asking a time and a place. You're getting the details, right? You're getting more information around things. And that's going to be able for you to draw your own conclusions, also on a more authentic and intuitive sense within you. And you're going to be able to start to speak up for yourself. Like, I like these restaurants. This time is good for me. Like, you're concreting things where you just kind of let the tails fly in the wind. Whatever happens, happens. But you had high expectations. You're holding people accountable. Some people will pass that test with you, others will not. Hold them accountable. Okay? So, last bit of advice. Be open to receive. The right people will come in. You're changing. And once you cut off these people that have kind of cut you down, more is going to come in from the universe by way of love, by way of money, by way of closer connections. You will get the universal gifts. All the right things at all the right times. All right, Gemini, I hope this was helpful to you for your theme of 2025. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. That information, again, is found in the description box below. Channel memberships are open and available. Join us over there. There's a video uploading right now for those channel members. It's, I think, $9.99 a month. So I'm sending you all so much love. Take care of yourselves. I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.